Hello and welcome. This will be a reading for Gemini for mid-October 2023. Welcome to the table, Gemini. I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again for you. I'll be doing a 3-card reading with 2 additional cards for each one of those 3 cards. The reading should take about 10 minutes or so. And I do have an oracle deck on the table, so I will draw you an oracle card at the end of the reading. The flowers are from my garden and the crystals have been in their salt bath. I do hope you enjoy them. Okay, let's begin your reading. King of Wands, beautiful. Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Swords. Okay, let's talk about these cards quickly. So the King of Wands, very positive, very strong energy. This is somebody full of fire and energy and passion and enthusiasm. So if you're in this position, Gemini, it's telling me that you have everything under control and you're full of vitality and enthusiasm. So getting your projects fully underway, knowing how to go about getting things done, and being very confident in your ability to create the outcome that you're hoping for. So very, very positive energy there. And the Wheel of Fortune, moving into better times. The Wheel of Fortune is always a very auspicious card. So telling me that your circumstances will be moving into a better cycle. So you may have come through the end of one cycle and you're about to start a new cycle. So that could be as a consequence of this last eclipse that we've gone through in October, but moving into a new cycle. So that's wonderful energy. Now here we have some anxieties and worries. This is the 9 of Swords, so again a little bit of anxieties and worries, things that might keep you awake in the night. But you have to deal with those, I guess, the best you can. We all have worries and anxieties, and sometimes they get the better of us and we feel we can't cope. But you always need to remember that you've got this far, so the fact that you've got as far as you have and you've been able to cope with the circumstances around you, it doesn't matter what comes your way, you're probably just likely to be able to deal with it as you have done in the past. The problem is we begin to doubt ourselves sometimes, and particularly if we've got a lot of things coming to us all at once. Okay, let's clarify these cards and we'll see what the extra layer has got to tell us. But don't let any of your fears hold you back, Gemini, because this, he's looking there. None of those swords are actually coming to the point where they're piercing his body, but he can see all of them at once. And that's part of the problem, is when we look at everything that we have to deal with all at the one time, we sometimes become a little bit overwhelmed by our circumstances. So that's also that sense there. Okay, a little bit more and off we go. So we have got 5 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Everyone's been getting the Queen of Swords. The cards are very well shuffled. Strength, beautiful strength on the Wheel of Fortune, wonderful. Judgment, 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Well, you've got one ace and you've got a couple of, you've got strength. What have we got there? Strength, Wheel of Fortune, and Judgment. So major arcana here in the middle. So it's telling me that you are moving forward, whether you like it or not. And this is part of the problem, is that we're all being collectively pushed forward into a new cycle. So whatever circumstances are around you, nothing is going to remain permanent for very long, because we have all been given the push. Now, this is past hurts, past regrets, sadness, grief, and loss. As you can see, there are some broken pots here in this image, so that's telling me that there are some things that have caused you pain, and the loss of perhaps friendships or connections or loved ones. That is a card of grief and times where you haven't felt very happy. But, if it's a time of grief, the spirit from those people has been released, and they're not suffering anymore. They can't be hurt anymore. They can feel no more pain. Their spirit is free and brought back into the light. So if you're feeling the loss of someone from your family or friends who've passed over, remember that their spirit has been set free and has gone on to join the light. So you need to remember also that none of us are entirely alone on this earth. There are other people in similar circumstances to us, but we need to actually get out and about to meet those people. And that's sometimes when you're a little bit feeling hurt or going through a period of loss, you have a tendency to withdraw, and you're perhaps not meeting as many people as you might like. And you do need to remember that there are more opportunities for you to make new connections. So you've got this positive energy, so this fire in your belly. So go out there and make some new connections, Gemini, because there's plenty of people out there waiting to become acquainted with you. Now here you are, speaking your truth and standing your ground. This is very, very positive. This is strength, conviction, integrity, honesty, and knowing your mind. These are very, very strong energies here. Cutting away anything that doesn't serve you. Perhaps be a little bit guarded that you might, your capacity to know exactly what you want can sometimes hurt other people inadvertently when you speak your mind. So that's something to guard against, but this is such a strong, powerful card. So don't let anything take away from that strength. Having that sense of conviction and integrity is wonderful. And here again, you've got this strength. So I can see today that you have, with the King of Staffs, the Queen of Swords, and this strength card, that you are in a very strong position. You have confidence in yourself. You have, even if you've got some sadness in the background, it looks like you are able to find that balance within you, to recognize the hurts and the losses that have come and gone in your life. But you're able to find a way of balancing that out. So there's this strength card. This is wonderful card to have on the table, particularly as you're moving into this Wheel of Fortune. So your circumstances, if you've gone through some periods of loss or heartbreak or grief, then it looks like that may be behind you for a little while, because it looks like you're moving into a better cycle. Now we've got Judgment. This is a second chance at life. As you can see, this is the angel coming down with the trumpet and giving you a little bit of a call and saying, come on now, what is it you really want to do with the rest of your life? What is your sole purpose? What are your deepest dreams? What are your deepest desires? To try and give you that opportunity. That's a sort of an awakening, so that you are realizing that you still have a journey to complete, and sometimes the path that you have trodden before, it's looking like you are moving onto a whole new path, because these cards here are telling me that you may have gone through a period of some heartbreak and grief, and this is giving you the strength and the courage to keep going, because the journey is not always the same. So sometimes we go through a period where we have several episodes of grief and loss, but then we may have several years where things are much better and brighter. Here is the Four of Pentacles. This always talks about hanging on to your money too tightly, or not knowing the value of money, or not appreciating how much work you've done, not maybe even appreciating how much work it takes to earn money. This is the other thing. So I guess the word here would be gratitude. I guess, needing to express your gratitude for what you do have. Maybe not always recognizing how much work you have to put in to achieve anything. So always be ready to express your gratitude to the cosmos, so that the cosmos keeps on bringing more towards you, because the gratitude is one of the states of bringing you into a state of contentment and happiness. Now here we've got the Ace of Swords. So this is a real breakthrough. This is something, an intellectual breakthrough, a legal breakthrough. This is something that comes from the cosmos that cuts away all the rubbish, and you can see clearly exactly what it is you need to do. So knowing exactly what it is you need to do, you must have been some anxieties and worries about that in the background, and then suddenly you get this lovely breakthrough, because this is Beautiful, clean energy, as you can see, using your intuition, knowing your mind. You've got the Queen of Swords here as well. So this combination tells me that you have a very sharp mind. You can use your intellect well, you can use your intuition, and you have good judgment. So Gemini, use your good judgment. It looks like you have got a major change coming in. So that is quite good. I'd be very happy about that. I mean, there's nothing here other than showing your gratitude, but other than that, I don't think there's anything for you to worry about. Worries are something that we all have, and they come in all different shapes and sizes and different forms. Some of us worry about aging, some of us worry about money, some of us worry about our children, and others worry about their job. But, you know, worries come in all different forms. You need to be able to find a way of staving off those worries. And it looks to me like you can do that because you have very clear thinking here and good analytical skills. So Gemini, I don't think you're going to have any real dramas coming towards you at the end of October. Now let's draw a card. Off to sea. So perhaps you're thinking about travelling, or perhaps you are just going to spend some time near the water. You may be taking up a hobby, paddleboarding, rowing, kayaking, rafting, sailing, any one of those things, surfing, even fishing. So all of these are telling me about a desire to be near the sea or to go near the sea, and that could be travel. This is a good indicator of travel, but it's also telling me, and it's showing me here, the calmness that the sea brings you and the state of well-being that you can find when you go near the sea. So Gemini, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. Bye for now.